Morning chaps, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be focusing on a brush that I own for today's shave, and this brush is one I don't use very often, which is a shame because it's a nice brush, but I have preferences. Anyway, this brush is bargain. It's been soaking so it looks a little bit strange at the minute, but it's the Omega 49 Boar brush in white. It's a very lightweight brush, bristle heavy, hollow handle, but it gives a great lathering experience. I do find you have to soak it quite a lot to stop it hogging the lather. I realise it's a really bad pun there, hogging the lather, given that it's boar, blonde boar at that. No painting to make it look like badger. Simple white plastic handle, hollow. Bristles set into this little black ferrule, and yeah, there's not a lot to say about it in terms of appearance. It's a simple, good to hold, big brush. I mean, in comparison to say one of my Cadmans, you can see it's a lofty knot. Is it as big as a Razor Rock Monster? It's bigger. It's bigger than the Monster. So, without further ado, we're going to get the shave going. So this is the Omega 49. We're going to bowl lather today, and we're going to be using the wonderful, truly wonderful OSP Vintage Shaving Cream as the software in the wonderful little quaint shaving room bowl from Binford Pottery. And the razor, just because I enjoyed using it so much yesterday, I'm going to use it again today. It's my 1972 Gillette Tech with an Astra Superior stainless blade. So, I've already hot toweled. So I'm going to get some cream. Now I've had a little wooden stick here for scooping cream out, and it's not anything fancy by any stretch of the imagination. It is a lolly stick, and it works wonders. Gets just the right amount of cream out without any drama. So I'm just going to scoop a bit of cream into the bowl, and the Vintage, as James will tell you, is quite soft, so soft enough to be long in a tube really, but I think he said he was working on that, but that's it. It makes no difference to the quality of the cream. So, I'm just going to wipe the dregs into the brush so I don't waste them. Waste not, want not. And one brush, soaked, bit of cream, and I'm just going to whip it up. Now, what have I found about this brush over the last few years? Well, it does have a tendency to hold on to lather. The size of the knot, the length of the bristles, it suggests it's going to hold it all day. And it's the only real downside to this brush really. Due to the size, it will hold on to an awful lot of it, and if you don't soak it long enough, it has a habit of sucking it into the bristles. So you make sure you soak it for probably, as long as you can, but at least 5 minutes in my experience. Otherwise, kiss goodbye to everything you've made. But once you've got that out of the way, it's a no-brainer. So I mean, soak it while you're having a shower or a wash or whatever you do in the mornings or evenings, depending on when you shave. And ye shall be rewarded. Now, when I first got this brush, I'll tell you what I paid for it. I think I paid about £7.50 quid, £7.50, 7.5 Imperial credits of the realm. It was quite scritchy, as most people who've used boar brushes will know. But, and it's a big but, if you use it and can work through that scritchy stage, be it by just using it on your face or palm lathering for any length of time, and the constant use cycles will break it in, is the best term, and the tips soften up and they split and they become wonderfully, wonderfully soft. Easily as soft as a badger, a good badger, for a fraction of the cost. So, in that sense, it's a bit of a billy bargain. It does have a tendency to lose a bristle or two every now and then, but for the price, £7.50, can't argue. Especially when you consider that a good quality badger brush can cost you upwards of 10 times that amount, and depending on where you buy from, easily 5 times that amount. So for a slightly more affordable badger, so if it lasts only 20% of the time of one that costs 5 times as much, the value is the same. Just go and buy another, it's not so painful on the wallet. But what you do get with this brush, as you can see, I've had to add quite a bit of water because it's a thirsty cream, and it definitely benefits from the additional water, is it's oodles and doodles of wonderful, rich lather, and it's so easy to make. And I have a message. Probably the trouble and strife could be someone else. I know I was discussing politics with a good friend of mine this morning, but we'll leave politics out of the videos. Other than to say one of our local MPs has resigned lately, Tristram Hunt, Labour. I suspect he actually got out of the train or the taxi or whatever and didn't like what he saw and thought, off to the V&A I go. But who am I to be cynical? It's politics, we'll leave it out. This is shaving. So, what we have is a brush full of lather and one hair, as you can see, that's decided to start to come loose. No big loss, it's one hair. Like I say, bowl full of it, and a brush full of wonderful lather. Now, don't know if you can see, but most of it is in the top half of the brush. There is some at the bottom. We'll get that out in a bit. So I'm just going to pop the brush down, bowl down. I'm going to lather. Now, being big, and I say big, to display it out, you can see half your face is done in one hit. That's just one touch, so it's huge. So, if you happen to be Chewbacca, or any other Wookiee, or even an Ewok, or a part-time Sasquatch, this is your brush. If you're a head shaver, this could be your brush, due to the size. Now, another thing with the size, my good lady wife nicks it when she's lathering up her legs. So, anyway, onto the shave. As I say, Gillette Tech 1972 Astra Superior Stainless Blade and the OSP Vintage Cream. Lovely cream. I know I said when I did this cream review originally that it's probably the best cream out there, and I stand by that today. Phenomenal glide. Great cushion, wonderful. Wonderful stuff. So I hope your Saturday went well. If any of your sports teams were playing, hopefully they won. Mine didn't play yesterday, at least I don't think they did. With everything going on lately, I haven't had a chance to follow sport much. But I did catch up on the boxing results this morning. And if anyone wants to avoid the spoiler, I suggest you shut your ears for 10 seconds after I say which fight it is. It was the Badu Jack James DeGale. If you want to avoid the spoiler, shut up now. It was a draw, majority draw, with the one decision going in James DeGale's favour. Anyway, back to shaving. First pass complete, it was lovely. Beautiful, beautiful scent on the cream, beautiful performance. And there's the brush. I've not put any extra in, just sat it in the bowl. Just measure it past 2. So this brush is a true lather monster. I mean, wow, it's soft, whips up a storm. I mean, it makes true mincemeat out of Mitchell's wool fat, which some people struggle to lather. If you do struggle to lather MWF, get yourself one of these Omega 49s. And they do it in a few colours. Mine's the white, but they do red and black. So I think they do a selection of colours in a slightly different range number. I think they do a chromed effect in what they call, I think, the 48. I think it's the same knot though. Huge. Still a bargain. Cannot complain at all about the brush. So I've used it quite a lot, not as much as I'd like, but the wife certainly gets some use out of it for her legs. There we go, 2 passes done. So I really can't extol the value of this brush enough, really. For £7.50, plus a little bit of shipping, it would be, to me, probably the brush I would recommend to a beginner. Because if you try traditional shaving and don't get on with it, £7.50 is not a big expense. But if you do like it, you've got a bargain brush. It is great, simple and effective. I say lathers like a beast. It's good value, and after a couple of weeks break-in, it's soft as you like. What more do you need? I mean, you can see swirling, painting. It's at home with any kind of lathering technique you might want. So, what are you waiting for, gents? Try one. You never know, you might love it. In fact, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you that brush whipping up a storm on the MWF. Just to show you how effective it is. Now, nearly done with the 3 passes. There we go, job done. Now, I know that was a quick shave today. That's one of the beauties of the tech. I know I covered it yesterday, but it's so mild and effective that it's just as easy as cart shaving, honestly. You can whiz around like a Formula 1 world champion on your face. So, there we are, that's that. I'm just going to rinse the brush out. And it can take a bit of rinsing actually, given the size. So, get some of the water out, grab my pot of Mitchell's. Let's have no blooming, it's just sitting there in its bowl. And we're going to whip it out. So we've done what, 15-20 seconds? Let's give it another 10. There we go. So we've got some in there. Let's not waste that bit. Like I always do, just a bit of the old lather from the top of the puck. The brush. Now obviously it's best to bowl lather to get the true effect, but what you can see is that the brush has pulled out a great amount of soap. Yeah, got a hair. I'm molting, but yeah, oodles of soap going on there. It's building nicely in the bristles, and to get the most out I would ordinarily now have to add water. So we're going to do just that. Just a dip of the tips. And we have a veritable stack load of lather building in here. It's all wonderful. It's just superb lathery goodness. Now, gentlemen, it's so easy to lather MWF with this brush. It's ridiculously easy. I could go on and build it up more, but you can see there's plenty in there of rich, creamy, thick Mitchell's lather. Is there anything that this brush can't do? Not really. Not really. It's superb. Now we're all done there. This here brush represents, I would say, one of the bargains, the true bargains of the wet shaving world. For £7.50, there's nothing it can't do. Face leather as well, palm leather as well, as we've just seen, bowl leather as well. It'll whip up a hard soap, it'll whip up a cream, just seen both today. Yeah, £7.50 chaps. It's a tall bore knot, a lightweight plastic handle with the, you can see that in there very well. There we go, just telling you a little bit who it's made by. The famous brush, Amiga, that's what Il Famoso Pennello. Apologies for my Italian there. It's not the greatest, as I'm sure you know. But yeah, the brush is £7.50. Bargain. So gentlemen, thank you for watching. Hope you liked what you've seen today. If you like it enough, I very much appreciate your thumbs up and subscriptions. Like I say, we're edging closer to 200. Might do a little bit of a giveaway, you never know. The only way to find out is get me there. So chaps, thank you again. This has been the Omega 49. I've been Nick. Bye.